y'all. I have been working on something since I downloaded Project Broadcast just a few days ago, and I ran across a choose your own adventure video that I want to say Kimberly Pulido did, and then I found a few other videos that actually Project Broadcast had actually put out about the idea as well. And I finally got mine created, so I'm going to walk you guys through how it would flow as far as on the customer side of things. And then I'm going to post the bundle that you can just import into your Project Broadcast to have the same layout and have it work the same in your Project Broadcast. And the only thing that you would have to change are the links and maybe like one or two of the pictures. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to text my Project Broadcast number. And to get started, I have it set up to where your party guests are just going to type their host name to my Project Broadcast number. So that's going to be your first keyword. This entire layout is a series of keywords and then time-lapsed drip messages or drip campaigns. So when they message Penny, and again, the thing that I love about this the most is that it's kind of a go at your own pace, but depending on what they choose, it's going to determine how the message comes across. Okay, so that's one keyword as your host. Here's my little introduction message about here's how this works. And to get started, are you familiar with Scentsy products? And they would either reply back A or B. Okay, so if they type back A, then that's going to trigger another message that is going to say, perfect, I love meeting others who already love and use these amazing products. Where would you like to start on your adventure? They can either do C, I would like my host shopping link to go ahead and place my order. I would like to flip through the virtual catalog, or E, I would like to hear about this month's specials. So C is just going to take them to another. And the cool thing about this is if they do B, it's just going to take them back up to the previous message, and then they will get the triggered message that they receive, which is no problem. You may be asking yourself, what is Scentsy? And then I just had them go from there. And then you'll see at the bottom, it has some of the same messages. They would either click D, which is going to take them to a virtual catalog, or E to go to their monthly specials. So, I'm not going to give them really their host shopping link because they have no clue what Scentsy is. So that would be kind of silly of me, right? It also sends them out this little message here that says, before we dive into this venture, I just want to introduce myself. There's nothing, there's no trigger words in this message. It's just like a hey, and that's just to go out. And then that's it. That's the only message that there is. So if they type C and they want the link, then this is what they would get. And these are all on minute delays so that it kind of helps out. So I have them click this link. This just takes them to my website, and then because I didn't want to have to create a new message or a new whole timeline for each individual host, I just walk them through clicking on select a party and then select their host name so that they receive credit for their order. And then I'll also have a link to my VIP group at the bottom. But let's say that they wanted to do D and they wanted to look through a virtual catalog. And this is the thing, whoever your guest is, they can literally sit here and do A through, I think Q is the last letter that I use. And then they can go ahead and scroll through it all. I mean, they can literally jump through it, or they can advance to wherever they want in this system. So here's the flippable catalog. E is monthly specials. Honestly, all that is the month and the scent and warmer of the month. And this is all on just 1 minute delay. So when they do it, it's gonna come out after that. So there's that message. Next, it'd either be F for bundle and save or G for clearance. So we'll do F. And like I said, this can literally take someone 30 minutes to go through, or your customer can, leave and come back if they get busy, and they can pick up right exactly where they left off. All right, so there's bundle and save. Okay, so once you get to H or K, so wax and warmers or diffusers and oils, that's where the actual products get started. So I want to show you exactly what happens, because when you get to the products, there's like a message that comes out with the trigger word, but then it adds them to a campaign that kind of rapid fires a few messages at a time, and there's only like 3 or 4 messages, but it comes out as like they are reading. So like, of course, right here it doesn't tell them to advance yet, because here in a minute it's gonna bring out more info on our wax and our warmers. So because they went ahead and said, hey, I want to learn more about wax and warmers, they got ahead and got into the campaign for wax and warmers. So I tell them where all of these products can be found on this message. And then it's probably getting close to a minute here. And then once they get added into that campaign, I have it to where the first message is a 1 minute delay, the second message is a 2 minute delay, third message is 3 minutes, and so on and so forth, so that it's not just they get everything at once and then they have to like scroll forever, because that would be ridiculous if they had to do that. Or if they did have to scroll forever like that, they may like skip over a few things, or they may not read everything. So it kind of, I don't want to say forces, because that's a little harsh, but it does take them through and kind of talks about each thing. So here's my first delayed message was bulbs, and actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I never actually did the wax and the warmers one, so I need to go back and add that one in there. But bulbs, and then it'll wait a minute so that they can look about bulbs, and then in a minute it'll be like, I think the next one is tabletop stands for mini warmers, and then there's one for stands, and then like it literally, I'm just gonna show y'all the very last message on this, because they could literally sit here and go through tons and tons and tons of products, and if they really wanted to, they absolutely could, but I'm gonna show y'all once it goes through all of these messages that once they're done looking at the products, there is an option, I want to say it's Q, that says I've looked at all the product categories that I would like and I'd like to move forward, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. And again, I just realized that when I was making this, I never actually showed any of the wax or the warmers, so I'm gonna have to go back and add those to these messages, and it would just go above the bulbs. So now we have mini warmers and the tabletop base, and as you can tell, like once I get into like these little rapid fire ones, like my messages are super short, so that I don't want someone to be, I don't know, reading for like hours on end about things that they could really just go to the website and look at as well. So there's that one, and I want to say there's one more about cotton cleanups, and then it's the very last message. So we'll hold on and see what it has to say about cotton cleanups. And I really, really like this way because they can literally just jump around to like wherever they want to go in the adventure. I do want to say that there's one more for cotton cleanups after this, if I remember correctly. I made this literally yesterday and then today. So there's the cotton cleanup ones. And then the very next message that comes back out should be the last message. And the last message in every single product category is the exact same. Okay, so I literally just copied and pasted it for the last drip message. And it's the exact same, and it literally just tells them, press this to go to this product category, press that to go to that category, and it just allows them to jump around to the different product categories. And then at the end, like I said, I want to say it's letter Q. And I did letters because I don't want your keywords for this to take up and it be confused for other keywords that you use within Project Broadcast. So like I didn't want it to say like whiff box to give them ideas about whiff box, and you use whiff box for like a sneak peek of your monthly whiff box for your VIP group. So I didn't want those to cross over. I wanted these to be completely different. So right here's the very last message. So reply with H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, or Q. So H is wax and warmers, I is diffusers and oils, J is air purifier, K is no mess, so that's all of our fan diffusers. L is on the go, no plugs, so that's all the unplugs. M, body. N, cleaning. O, laundry. P, Q, and or Q, I'm done with all the product categories. So I'm going to go ahead and advance to Q. Oh, I put a period. Let me take that period out. So once they go through, and they can literally jump around to all of those, this is their message that they get. I'm so glad that I was able to share. There are just a few more things that I want to point out to you today before our adventure ends. So this is literally like the last one, and then that puts them into one more drip message, which is, it talks about whiff box, my scent crates that I do a month, Scentsy Club, hosting, joining, and then the very last one is getting them back to that letter C, which if we scroll back up here to the top is C would, I would like my host shopping link to go ahead and place my order. And then this message right here is what pops up. So it kind of just circles back around, and that's how they complete everything. So that is essentially how it would work for your customers. This did take me literally, I worked on it all day yesterday, last night a little bit, and then finished it up this morning. But other than that, it was very, very simple. And like I said, I'm going to bundle everything together and share a bundle link down in the comments below. So if you want to use mine, you can. But all I did was create keywords and then campaigns, the drip campaigns on time-lapse messages. That's literally all I did to combine these two together. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this will boost your parties and help you get some sales. Bye.